Hello, this is Wayne Trammell from the Remote Leadership Institute, and I'm the co-author, along with Kevin Eikenberry, of this book, The Long Distance Teammate, Stay Engaged and Connected While Working Anywhere. One of the things that separates good team members from great teammates is how they meet and exceed expectations. While this sounds obvious, it begins with knowing what both parties expect in the first place. And this doesn't come naturally. Sometimes we assume others have the same expectations or that we're clear on the goals even when it turns out we're really not. So when we talk about getting clear expectations, there are 6 components that everyone must agree on if we're going to succeed. The first is, do we understand the work itself? Does everybody know and buy into what's expected? This one is the most basic understanding. What specifically will constitute completing the job? What needs to be done? By when and by whom? That's critical, but it's not the only expectation that needs to be met. The quality of the work matters. Are you answering a down and dirty question, or do you need to write a detailed report in response to this request? If you don't understand how the other person will measure success, you can do the job and still not meet or exceed the other person's expectations. The third thing is, why is the work being done? Great engaged work that goes above and beyond simply meeting bare minimums willingly is often determined by the reason behind the work. If people understand not just what the work is, but why it matters, what place does it fit into the great scheme of things, who's going to be impacted, all of that determines the level of energy, thought, and quality that goes into the work. The timeliness of the work is important as well, and that's more than just when does it need to be done. That's a deadline. But how does this work fit into the overall workflow and the project plan? Are you proactive about meeting that assignment, or just slipping in at the last minute, sometimes causing frustration and stress for others? Communication about the work is how you communicate throughout the work process. Are you giving people the information they need when they need it in the form that they can use it best? Do you get what you need? How should that be communicated, right? Are you being micromanaged, or do you feel like you're over-reporting? Do people give you too much or too little detail? Being clear on how the team will communicate at the outset can prevent a lot of frustration, misunderstanding, and stress. And this is at both the team level and the person-to-person level. And then finally, how does the work get done? Have you ever completed a task, but you did it in the wrong application? You sent it as a spreadsheet and they wanted it as a Word doc. Or maybe you didn't give someone enough information and you had to go back and that resulted in delays. How the work is to be done, what tools to use, what processes must be followed is vital if you want to avoid frustrations, delay, and rework. When you work apart from everyone, it can be time-consuming and tricky to check expectations once the work has been done. The more clear you are at the outset, the more successful you'll be. For more information on being a great remote teammate, check out Long Distance Teammate. You can also visit us at longdistanceteammate.com or at the Remote Leadership Institute. I'm Wayne Trammell. Thanks for watching today.